Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take another look at my Frank Yee cork bark jade. I did a video on this one several months back just to kind of give an update on it, and I think I gave it a light prune at the time. And since then it's just been growing inside in the wintertime, but it's been outside for a couple weeks now. We're about the third week of April here in Texas, so the temperatures are warm enough to be outside. And some of this growth up here at the top, I hope you can see that in the camera, especially this one up here. It's put on, 4, 5, 6 inches of growth. A lot of these shoots are a couple inches long that it's grown just in the last few weeks since it's been outside. So it's really liking the sunshine and the fresh air and everything. But today I thought I would give it a little prune, just kind of give it some maintenance cuts, kind of take another look at it, because I got it at the end of the summer last year and repotted it, did a little pruning, and you can see I put a lot of guy wires on here. I've got some branches because when I got this tree, it was pretty much kind of like a straight up lollipop. I took some branches off that had branches clear down here. So, and they were all pointing, real acute angles. So all the branches were pointing up about like that from the trunk. So it really did look just like a lollipop. And the width of it was only about to here just because of all the branches were in, and it was just kind of a round ball. And the grower I got it from, I really liked the fact, because they didn't cut any branches off. I mean, they did keep it kind of profile pruned, just probably to keep it, space in their, wherever they were growing it. But they left all the branches on, which was nice, because when I get a tree, I like to kind of put my own vision to it, kind of, cut off the branches that I don't want and kind of go from there. So I really like that. And I, have a couple cuttings that I got off of it, so that's even a added bonus. So, so today, like I said, we're just going to go through, maybe do some pruning, just take a look at the health of the tree, make sure everything looks all right. I don't know that I'm going to remove any of these guy wires yet. I could check maybe 1 or 2 of them, but I'd really like to keep them on for another month or two as they're at because it's really growing vigorously outside. So that's really going to help set the branches. And I'm more concerned with these lower ones down here, just to keep that. I'm trying to get them as horizontal as I can, but these in here, those aren't going to bend. So I'm trying to bring some of the outer branches down as much as I can. So anyway, I think I've improved it and I'll see if I can put a picture of what it looked like when I got it, if I can find one. But anyway, one thing I am seeing as I go up the trunk, and like I said, this is a Frank Yee cork bark jade. It was propagated from one of his trees, and it's getting older, and I've got a little bit of, rough bark showing there, but as these age, they get rougher and rougher and show more of that corking. So real excited to see what this turns into. But as I'm looking at the trunk, I'm seeing I've got this branch here, and then I've got this one right above it, that these are parallel to each other like ladder branches, just right on top of each other. So I really don't like the way that looks. So I'm thinking about possibly removing this branch. I'm just trying to determine what that's going to do to me back here as far as the depth. I've got a guy wire hooked on that, so I think I'm going to take that off. And that it didn't spring up, so it looks like it's holding. At least it held on that one. Get rid of this wire. But yeah, if I get rid of that, it's going to leave a little gap back there, but I do have this branch here. I've got a little wire on that. I could bend that over to fill some of that space back in. I've got this branch up here that's going to continue to grow. It will leave a gap, but I just think for the longevity and the long-term look of this tree, I just think those two branches are too close together, and I want to keep this one just because it's lower and it's got, you know, a lot of this side width. So I think we're going to have to get rid of that one. That's going to pose another problem because when I wired this, I used that branch as an anchor for these wires up here. So maybe I can see if I can wrap that, hug the trunk a little bit. The wiring job is not ideal, but just wanted to get the wire on there to get the branches bent, but I think they'll hold. So let me go ahead and see if I can get that branch cut off. See if I can get in here with my cutters. There we go. And look at that. Nice cutting for a new Frank Yee tree. So that'll be nice. Let's cut that back to keep the balance, and probably don't need this low branch here. So get rid of that and just cut this off straight. And that will be, actually that looks like a pretty nice tree already. You get rid of this little nub on the front. It's already got a nice top on it. So I'll get that over in the propagation station. I think I'll probably water propagate it, and that'll be a nice new little Frank Yee tree. So all right, let's go up here and see what we've done. Let's clean this cut up a little bit. Spin it back around to the front. Oh yeah, much better. Yeah, just open that up in there. And let's see, I've got this wire. There's a guy wire pulling that top branch down from this branch. I think I'm probably going to get rid of that for now. And I just had it looped like this because this lower branch is being pulled down by these wires, so I wasn't in any danger of pulling it back up. So I just had the bottom anchor there, had this around the top to pull that top branch down. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking through here, and it looks like, you know, this branch here, I've got a little wire on that, so we could even bend that to the right there to fill that back void in. So yeah, that's turning out pretty well. If you can see that just right through here is what I'm looking at. This back branch right here is filling this void that other branch was filling. So that's really nice. Looking at it from the back though, or from the side, we do have a little bit of a hole here, but I've got branches that I can work with to get that to fill in. Let me see if I can bend this top over a little bit. I got some wire on there. I think I have enough to get it bent though. But anyway, all this will fill in, and having that gap there and having like little pads might not be a bad thing either. So anyway, I'm happy with that. It needed done, and it'll fill in. So let's go ahead and start doing a little bit more trimming to see what we've got here. Start down here. These little nubs that are growing off the lower branch. Take some of these tips back just to try to increase the ramification. This one's growing back towards the trunk. We don't want that. This one here is growing back towards the trunk. I don't want that one either. This little guy up here, don't think we need him. We'll just work on getting this profile cut back to start with. And I don't really see this tree needing to be too much taller, so I think I'll get the height back to where I want it. Nice big long shoot up here. That'll be a nice cutting too, right there. That's be another nice tree. 2 more trees. That's what I need. I'm running out of space. I don't really need any more, but since this is kind of a unique variety with being a Frank Yee cork bark, I think I will propagate those just to keep those going. Let's see, I got this shoot coming out of the back. Get rid of that. It still looks pretty good. I mean, you do have this little gap in here, but from an overall profile from front to back, it still looks pretty good. Not doing a whole lot of super detailed pruning. I'm just gonna kind of knock these back, open it up a little bit so the sun hits these interior branches and get some more budding to play with here. Let's take these tips off just to see if we can get that. And this one's pointing down, so we don't need that. Take the top down a little bit more. These long shoots here. See if we can get those to go bud back a little bit. Take these down a little bit. Crossing over into that other one. This one's growing back towards the center. Getting rid of that. Yeah, that opened it up quite nicely in there. As you can tell, this thing, they really like to grow. You know, they send all the energy to the top to continue growing towards the light. So I'm a little more aggressive on taking the top down to really get that to thicken up. Just to keep it in check here. And the shorter the tree is, the bigger it looks. It looks more mature. It looks like it just gives it a wider feel. So it doesn't look as tall and lanky. Just taking some of these shoots, like when I see these shoots long, I'll just take them back maybe halfway just to cause them to ramify and split off a little bit more. And like branches like this that are growing back towards the center of the tree, I'll take those off just to keep the congestion in there to a minimum. And like this guy here, this branch is kind of going back in towards the center of the tree, and it's starting to cross that other one, so we'll get rid of that. I'm not sure I'll get everything today, but it'll get it in a lot better shape anyway. Take this one back a little bit. This is starting to cross. This one's kind of coming down and starting to cross here. These are, I got two of them here. One's pointing down. I think I'll let this one here, I think we'll let it go to see what happens, but we'll probably end up not needing it because it's kind of growing right along with this branch. So just seeing if I can bend that down a little bit more without snapping it. Yeah. Yep. A little better. Yeah, it's a much better looking tree than when I got it. I like the, kind of getting those a little more horizontal and drooping just a little bit even. That's the way I like them. I heard a little snap, so let's not bend that one anymore. Yeah, so far I'm happy with the way this thing's looking. It's nice, it's exciting once we get to bring the trees back outside and let them really start growing. It's just, I like this time of year. All these new buds that are popping out just in the last couple weeks. Yeah, the back needs to fill in a little bit more, but again, I'm pretty pleased with the tree, with the health of it and everything. So just trying to take another look at it here, see if there's any more I want to prune back. I think I could probably sit and work on this for hours, just kind of looking at it and finding another little piece that needs taken back, but I think we're about done for today though. We'll got all those shoots off, got rid of this troublesome branch back here, opened that up, looks pretty nice, and we ended up with 2 new trees. Even better. So I think with that we will leave it there for today. I'll give you a quick spin around just so you can see what we've done. So there's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, there's the right side, and back to the front. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.